name is Christina MacDonald and I'm the owner of Homagen Bed and Breakfast. Homagen Bed and Breakfast, and before I took it over, I originally bought the house when I was 19. When I took it over, it was originally run as a bed and breakfast, but it was an older couple that had it. So when I bought it over and I had a look round and I thought, yeah, a few changes are going to have to happen here. First of all, I thought I'd be able to get one season out of the way it looked, but no, I had to do all the bathrooms, redecorate everything. The part that sort of put a smile on my face is when I used to answer the door and they would be like, oh, are you such and such? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, you're not a bit young. This is when I first started. I was like, yeah, I am young, but not too young, sort of thing. I mean, it would give people a shock to see me answering the door to them, you know. But it is worthwhile. I mean, it is hard work at the end of the day. In this type of business, it is 24 hours a day. You're basically working. My advice to them, if it's something that you're dead keen on, then I would go for it. You know, if your heart is set on doing something you want to do, then just go for it. Because there's no point doing something you're not going to be happy in doing. But if it's something that you really want, just grab it with both hands and just go ahead. It's all about your first appearance at the end of the day, isn't it, really? Because if you come across looking sort of hard-faced, it's kind of like, you know, kind of scare you, I guess, a wee bit, you know, thinking, oh, what if we came into it? But if you come across friendly and, you know, it makes it, you know, they've spent how many hours on a road travelling and they don't want to open a door to somebody that's got a crabbit face on them as such. They want to see somebody standing behind that door with a smile on their face and making them feel welcome and, you know, kind of make them feel, oh yes, it was worth the journey, sort of thing. It's just a friendly, a smiley face is always, it makes the other person feel good too, you know. It's all about like the feel good factor, you know, having somebody happy standing there. I think opportunity is in tourism because at the end of the day, like I said before, everyone's got to sleep and everyone's got to eat somewhere. And that is the two main keys, especially living in Scotland, because the amount of tourists that do come, especially into the Highlands, you know, that's the two things they're going to be looking for in their holiday because they have to. And it's one of these things that, you know, it's, I wouldn't say nothing's guaranteed in the world, but, you know, tourism is definitely the way to go because there's so much opportunities in tourism. I mean, if somebody had told me how hard a work it was going to be when I first started, then maybe. But by the end of the day, it's worth it all. I was never the smart kid in school. That's all I could say. I was never the smart kid in school, even from like primary schools up to high school. I was one of these people, if I liked something, I would concentrate on it. If I didn't like it, then I wouldn't pay attention. And there was this one time when a teacher said at parents' evening, I don't see her having much of a future. So now I win this award, it kind of like, you know, it goes back in their faces, you know. I have done something with my life, basically, you know. So it's, it's all good for me. You don't have to be a top-class student to do something with your life, you know. Start at the bottom and just work your way up, like everything else. And you'll be there with the rest of them up at the top.